Greetings and welcome to the Astronomy Picture of the Day podcast. Today's picture for November 17th of 2025 is titled Comet Lemmon's Wandering Tail. So what do we see here? Well, as we've looked at in the past, we see Comet Lemmon, which has made its closest approaches to both Earth and our Sun, and is now heading back out into the solar system, or back towards the outer solar system. So it's fading from view, although telescopically and photographically, images still can be obtained of it, such as the one we see here today. Now, comets, when they come in close to the sun, get their nucleus vaporized, or at least parts of the nucleus, and that allows material to escape from the nucleus, and it will get pushed back by the solar wind. So the solar wind will tend to push things straight back away from the sun. So the sun here would be below the horizon, the two tails stretching out to the upper right-hand side. Now we see two different tails. The tail that's a little bluer and a little more crooked is the ion or plasma tail. That is individual atoms that are pushed back by the solar wind. The fainter tail and shorter tail off to the lower right is the dust tail, which is slightly heavier particles that lag behind the comet in its orbit. Now, the ion tail is often pushed straight back, but here we see it kind of has variations in position. And that's because it is affected by the solar wind. The solar wind is what is pushing those particles back, and the solar wind has been very unpredictable recently. In fact, we've had a number of coronal mass ejections that will push material out and will actually change the directions of the particles as the coronal mass ejection travels through the comet's tail. And that will then affect the positioning, and we see, of the tail. And we note that it's really not completely straight as we often see it. And in fact, we've seen pictures of Comet Lemmon not so long ago where we had a nice straight tail going back. Here we can see the effects of the solar wind when the sun is unusually active as it has been recently. We've seen aurora recently at relatively low latitudes, and that was also caused by the same solar storms that cause the variations here that we see for the tail of Comet Lemmon. Now, as I mentioned, Comet Lemmon is heading back out to the outer solar system, so the tails will start to decrease in size. That's because they're strongest when it's closest to the sun, and the sun's effects are most prominent. As it goes further back into the outer solar system, the tails will dissipate, the material will be left behind, and should Earth happen to pass through the orbit of a comet, whether it be this one or any other comet, that debris left behind is what we end up seeing here on Earth as meteors or shooting stars. So that was our picture of the day for November 17th of 2025. It was titled Comet Lemmon's Wandering Tail. We'll be back again tomorrow for the next picture, previewed to be Radio Milky Way. So we'll see what that is about tomorrow. And until then, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in class.